Every morning the world starts quietly, one soft light at a time. Homes flicker awake, shops open. People take those first small steps into a brand new day. And in all of that ordinary movement, there's something kind of extraordinary. A moment worth noticing, a spark you feel before you even name it. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's small, but kindness shows up right on time. And every morning we choose to show up with you so we can look for that spark together.
Good morning. I'm Matt Roof, the Uncommon Kindness Guy, and this is Kindness Rising. Let's rise together.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, friends. Welcome to Kindness Rising. We're back for another week of hope, of humanity and humor. And we're going to be bringing a few subjects this week together that we talked about over the past month or so. I'm glad that you've chosen to join me here every single weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. We're going to be talking about trust. We're going to be talking about patterns. We're going to be talking about communication. We're going to be talking about all of the things that pull all those subjects together. The thing that pulls that together is you showing up, because trust is not built by telling people you're trustworthy. It's built by showing people and them knowing how you think, how you decide, and how you show up, because people trust patterns, not promises. It's the behaviors, the patterns that require visibility over and over and over again. Welcome to Kindness Rising, where we start the day with a little less rage bait and more high fives for humanity. Get involved in the chat. Say hello. Good morning, Mike Sullivan. I am glad you are here for sure. Everybody else out there, say hello in the chat. We are here. Good morning, Roseanne. I am glad you are here as well, as always, for sure. Get some tunage going for today, a little bit of music to get our day started this week here on Kindness Rising, where we are going to be talking all week long again about the subjects that we spoke of over the past few weeks. We're bringing trust into it as the foundation, how you can make sure that people know that you are trustworthy. We're bringing confidence into it. We're bringing self-awareness into it. All the things that we do, because we often believe that if we do good work, that people will eventually notice, that the quality alone will speak for itself. But really, work really rarely speaks. It's usually quiet underneath there unless we give it a voice. We're here to give that your work, good work, a voice. Because remember, people are out there, they're not just evaluating your outcomes, they are evaluating their alignment. They're asking, does this person think in a way that resonates with me? Do they solve problems in a way that I respect? Do they communicate clearly and show consistency? Visibility. It's visibility that's going to help you answer those questions. Because remember, visibility is not vanity. It's clarity, and it allows others to understand where there is alignment, because alignment is the foundation of trust. And I'm going to ask you out there in the chat, here's your question for today. We're going to stay focused on this. I hope you will answer in the chat with me. Let me turn the music down a little bit. It feels like it's maybe a little loud on this end. I don't know about you guys, but let's have some morning. Good morning, Luke Taylor, 4960. I am glad you are here for sure, for sure. All right, the question of the day is, how many times do people need to see you before they really recognize you online? Is it 3 times? 7, some people might think? 20? I don't know. I'll be interested to hear what your thoughts. What do you think the number is? There's actually work been done about this. Of course, I'm not just talking about my thoughts or my opinions. I'm talking about the work that's been done in terms of helping people to understand how many times they need to be seen in order to be considered visible online. I'm trying to, there we go. Keeping the question up there while I continue to talk about other things. How's everybody doing today? I'm glad you've joined us. Get involved in the chat. Say hello. Say hello. Say good morning. And we'll come back to that question later. Feel free to comment. I want to hear a little bit more going on in the chat. I don't mean to make you think. Just throw a number out there. What do you think it is? Is it 3? Is it 10? Is it 6,000? I don't know. Whatever number you might think it is. This is Kindness Rising. I'm glad you've come here this morning, just like we come here every weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, to get you up with a little bit of something, to have some fun, to have some hope, a little bit of heart and humor along the way too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go. There's the music. All right. You guys remember a time when being on camera felt so unusual? I mean, people still aren't comfortable with it, but I'm talking about the early days of webcams and scratchy videos on your flip phones, right? But it was still cool. It's still awesome, right? Seeing a real person, unscripted, unfiltered, that felt novel. It still feels novel to us. That's why going live and being live on camera every day through YouTube, through LinkedIn, every single platform has some kind of a live function. Essentially, it's not the platform that matters, it's the format. It's the live morning format, and that's what we're building here on Mornings in the Live Network to get your day started. I'm here with Kindness Rising. 8 o'clock, we get on over and see Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. I hope that seeing me isn't novel for you anymore. My phone's going off over there. I hope seeing me isn't novel for you anymore, because I come here. I've been coming here every day since July 7th, and I hope you will too. Subscribe to the channel. Say hello in the chat. Get involved. Betty Crazy. Oh, Batty Crazy. Now I got you. Batty Crazy. I hope you're leaning into that as fun, Batsy Crazy. Just north of a year, like 15 months, because after you're doing something, your habits become your identity. You think okay. All right. 50. That's Sully. I appreciate that. You're saying a year. Okay. I like it. I like it. That's for habit building. Yeah. Interesting. I think in order to be recognizable, which is our question, is a little bit less than that as we whittle it down. But certainly the more you're out there, I appreciate it. I've been coming here live every day since July 7th of last year. I think I'm starting to become recognizable, at least to some people who want to keep coming back, like your BF. Hi, your BF, Sully, Betty Crazy, Luke Taylor, Roseanne Roof, all the people saying hello this morning. I am glad you are here, and we are rising together, because that is the point of the show. Not so much my yakety yak, although I enjoy it. I enjoy talking to you all the time, but and giving my thoughts and getting my day started with some positive thinking. But really, why do I do it? I do it because people come out and hang out with me. Come hang out with me. Let's hang out a little more, and we'll talk about stuff, all kinds of stuff, right? And that's where I was trying to get to, which was seeing people for the first time, seeing people live. What back in the day, it felt novel when someone was live, and I think it still does for so many people. Like, what is this live thing? I don't understand. Like, you mean I don't turn it on and I have to watch the show that's programmed for me to tell me what to watch? I can actually create the show. What? How am I creating my own show? Well, you can do that with us right here on Mornings in the Lab Network. but also remember that our whole lives have been uh, um, modeled to follow communication that's been filtered, edited in some way, produced. And yeah, we can still edit and produce live video, but there were gatekeepers, people who were kind of holding that back. That's not true anymore. Of course, there are rules, and we use decorum here as we do on the mornings in the lab network. But the point is, we all grew up, many of us, most of us, on filtered content. Oh my god, my brain just went beep boop. Reality TV changed that a little bit, but it's still filtered and edited and not fully scripted and not fully unscripted. The story develops, and smart producers know how to exploit that and take advantage of that. But after a while, it becomes like, all right, like I get it. Yeah, we know where this story is going, or whatever the case may be. But when you go live like this, boom, hit that go live button on whatever platform you're using, because we're building a format, not a platform. You could do it on YouTube, you could do it on LinkedIn, you could do it on Instagram, you could do it on X, you could do it on Twitch. You get the point. Or you could do it through Mornings in the Lab and do it through one place, and we distribute your content out to the channels that you want to distribute it to. I appreciate it. All right. Roseanne is here saying the first 10 minutes is all I need. You think 10 minutes you'll know whether you're into it or not? Gone. But you need to try it 3 times, and it needs to connect to me, a reason to come back. Jack says at Rose, same here. All right. Jack, say hello to Rose. I love that when people are interacting in the comments, for sure. 3 times. 3 times is good. I think a good reason to come back. That's a different question than what I'm really asking, though. And I hope maybe we can have some more chat about that as we go along. What I'm asking is, how many times does your face need to be seen? Yes, you might engage in it or not engage in it, but to be seen in order to be recognized. There are two different questions. My point is for people to, yes, of course, we want to help people be seen in order to be recognized. And then we connect with them, and that's how you build a network and build a community. First, you're seen, then you connect, then you communicate regularly and show up consistently, just like I am doing here at Mornings in the Lab and Kindness Rising. And that's how you build. That's how you build, and you create those opportunities, not to perform, but to be understood. All right. I'm going to take a sip of coffee, which is actually tea, and I am going to do a little reset, fire up my all-time favorite tune. And so those of you who come here regularly know what that means. I'm firing up my tunes. Here come the drop for the Kindness Spotlight. There it is, sliding into the Kindness Spotlight this morning on Kindness Rising. And we always highlight organizations that lean into the topic that we're talking about, that are out there doing good work for good people by good people. And this is today's Kindness Spotlight. We are talking about an organization that maybe some of you have seen or know. Remove other media. Never had this happen before. There it is. See, we learn as we go. We're talking about Charity Water, bringing clean and safe water to every person on the planet. And of course, they'll take your donation right up here up front. And clean water changing everything is absolutely something that they are leaning into. 100% of your donation directly funds clean water project. That's what they're doing. Look at all over the world where they are impacting projects and people all over the world. 209,200 projects. That's 209,000 projects out there, helping 21 million people across 29 countries. That's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing for sure. All right. But what I really like about them is that they show donors exactly where their contributions go. They show these projects. They publish regular project updates. They're sharing their progress and making the outcomes visible. And that visibility is what's led them to build your confidence, build my confidence, right? That they are out there, right? For sure, helping the world with their projects. All right. And what it demonstrates is when people can clearly see how your decisions are made and how resources are used, trust will grow naturally. That transparency removes and reduces and hopefully removes uncertainty, and that uncertainty, removal of that uncertainty creates connection. That's where connection lives, and that's where charity water lives, and reminds us that openness is not a risk to your credibility. It's actually the path to your credibility. All right. Tried something a little different with the kindness spotlight today. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoy it. Check out Charity Water, and we will continue to do our thing here on Kindness Rising and get back to our question. How many times? All right, Grateful Dead, Fish, Jefferson Airplane. Yep, all of it, Sully. For sure. First live show interview on my novel last year on Facebook. It gave me such a rush. It's empowering and we highly encourage it. Absolutely, Sully. Yeah, going live, it's definitely, it takes a minute to get used to, right? When you do an interview, it certainly helps because you are interacting and helping each other through the conversation. And once you get used to it, it gets much smoother. I'm still getting used to it. Almost 200 episodes, weekdays, without a day miss, into doing my live experience. Absolutely. Yeah. We're dancing still. We're gonna kill the spotlight anthem. Kill the spotlight anthem. No. We'll fade out of the spotlight. I appreciate you all coming in and allowing me to mess around on these buttons and whatever the case may be for the day. All right. Thanks for hanging in there with me on this Monday morning. Kindness Rising, where we help you get up on the right side of the bed. We start our day with a little less rage bait and more high fives for humanity. For sure. And we want to remember this. So we always try to give you a little something to take away with you. 5 ways to increase trust through visibility. 1, share how you think, not just what you produce. Explain your reasoning. Share the lessons learned. Ask thoughtful questions publicly and encourage others. You don't need to share everything, but sharing something consistently creates familiarity, and familiarity reduces uncertainty. For sure. These are the things that we're focused on. This is what we want to do. Share it. Share what you think. Get out there. Share it in the comments. Share it in the Comments, yeah. Continue to share it in the comments. Share it in your world. That is the most important things. If you have something you want to share that you're out there doing in the world to make the world a little bit better, tell me in the comments. Let me know. I will help you to help people know what's going on in the world. And yes, Roseanne, a real charitable group that flies to Haiti many times per year and shows and helps to build the wells. Absolutely. Absolutely. Water in Haiti. I know, Mom, you're connected to a community there in where you spend your winters. And I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful. Anything we can do to help humanity wherever there are needs, and there are needs everywhere. There are needs in your neighborhood. There are needs in the world. There are needs everywhere you turn. So any way we can help out, I appreciate that. Absolutely. All right. So that's what we're doing today. Sharing how we think, not just what we produce. Oh, you mean in Binghamton, Mom? Oh, I didn't know that, but thanks for sharing that. I didn't know that right here in Binghamton. Roseanne Roof is talking about, oh, I thought you were talking about your Haitian community in your winter spot. Okay, cool. I'll have to learn more about that from you, mother. All right. Sully, I know you're out there doing amazing things in the world too, giving your time and your effort. Oh, retired people. Got it. Yes. It's wonderful when people who are able to give their time do it in a way that is positive. Okay. Let's get back to the question at hand. I didn't get a whole lot of attention to the question. I thought I might, but that's okay. Sully, you said just north of 15 months for something to do to become a habit. Roseanne and Jack, I guess, talking about first 10 minutes, trying something 3 times. I'm talking about exposure online. I'm talking about if your goal is to be known, to be seen, to build a community, and to be trusted, the idea that recognition does not happen instantly. Actually, research and marketing calls it the effective frequency, the number of times someone needs to encounter a message before they actually remember it at all. And my understanding of this theory or this measure is that somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 to 5 exposures before even initial recognition begins. Just basic exposures. That's why we do ad campaigns that are branding based, just getting people used to seeing our name and knowing what we're about. 3 to 5 exposures before even that little twinge of recognition becomes noticeable, right? That means the first time someone sees you, they're just noticing. Maybe the second time, they're starting to remember. The third, fourth, fifth time, that's when the familiarity starts building up. There are a lot of people out there that think they're going to post one little thing out online, and that's okay. Mom, I don't care how the question is heard. I just want dialogue to happen. I appreciate that. It's okay. It's good dialogue. It doesn't matter. I did want to get my material in, and I'll bring us back to it when I can, which is right now. And the idea that there's a long-standing marketing principle, actually. That's what I want to get to. Cut to the chase, Roof. Cut to the chase. We're talking about the rule of 7. People often need to encounter a message around 7 times before they take a single action. And in business to business environments, it's usually 10 to 20 times across different types of touch points or whatever the case may be before making a decision, that decision to buy something from you, to go along with your message, to decide whether they believe you or not, all those things. So it's every single time. If you've shown up twice and feel invisible, it doesn't mean it isn't working. It just means you need to keep going. It's working exactly as expected. because recognition and branding, all that stuff is cumulative. Every time you show up, oh, this person is here, this person is here, this person. So many people show up and then fade away, show up and then fade away. Showing up consistently. Cut to the chase. Yep, cut to the chase, Roof. All right. I appreciate it, Mom. Sometimes I get yakety trying to fill 30 minutes with one idea, right? The mere exposure effect, the idea that people start to feel like they know you, even if they never met you, leading to parasocial relationships. I don't know if you guys know about that kind of idea. There's a lot of people get connected to people online, like they know them, like they're buddies. The rule of seven. Yep, Sully. Absolutely, the rule of seven. Sully shows up with. That's what we're talking about, and we're also talking about the mere exposure effect. The mere exposure effect. The idea that people tend to develop preference for things simply because they are familiar, not because they're perfect, but because they are recognizable. That's what we're doing by showing up here every weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern on Kindness Rising. That's what Keith and John are doing over on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. And that's what like I already said, that's what we're doing at Kindness Rising. That's what we're doing all over the Mornings in the Lab Network. Keith and John with Mornings in the Lab, and me here at Kindness Rising. We're a daily show. We've got our other weekly shows. Check it out, Midle.network or mornings.network. And you'll be able to see all of the shows, I think. I hope. No, seriously. Or maybe I got that one wrong. Oh boy. Yeah, it's mornings.network. I got it right. Yay. Okay, see that? When we try new things, mornings.network. There it is. All right. Well, we'll try to get better at it as time goes on. But mornings.network, that's where all of our shows lie. Get over there, check it out for sure. And we'll keep talking here quickly about the mere exposure effect, right? How many times does it take to become internet recognizable? The answer I'm trying to say is probably more than you think, but fewer than you fear. It's easy when consistency compounds. Every appearance, every time you show up, you're reducing friction for the next interaction. Every appearance increases recall, and recall is the first step towards trust, which means that showing up repeatedly isn't self-promotion. It's actually trust formation. That's the point of the message for today. Check out mornings.network. Keep coming back here to Kindness Rising every weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. and get on over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends at 8. If your work can help someone, don't forget, being seen makes that help possible. You have to put yourself out there because visibility is not about attention. It's about connection. It helps people understand who you are, how you think, and whether they feel aligned with your purpose, because people trust what they can see consistently. And when that trust grows, opportunity and possibility grow with it. I know one thing for sure. I will be back here tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, right here on Kindness Rising. Now get on over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. And until tomorrow morning, stay uncommon and stay kind. What if your mornings could be inspiring and ridiculously fun?
Kindness Rising isn't just a show, it's a full wake-up vibe.
It's freaking fun, people.
Yeah, man, it's got real get after it energy.
I love it.
Wake up with Kindness Rising.
I help purpose-driven people grow their impact. 5-ingredient recipe to help you build your personal brand. Get out there and take kind action.
If it's live, they'll feel it.
On Kindness Rising, we bring you proven strategies and fresh ideas you can actually use. If you're not failing, you're not trying.
Exactly. Fail fast, rebound faster.
You'll see the bloopers and the genuine connections that make kindness contagious. We sometimes get into a little bit of trouble.
Pretty much my life made the list.
You can trust what you see right here is honest, respectful, and uplifting. Social impact organizations, and we always talk about them. Try kindness. It's way cheaper than therapy. You just made my day.